Alright, before we go any further, I'm gonna have to lay down a few rules, okay? Rule number 1, hush. Rule number 2, there's nothing I can do about my upload schedule. Rule number 3, yes, this channel is changing rapidly. Get used to it. Rule number 4, if I explain something important, please don't take it out of context. Alright, now come on, let's get going. Okay, but all jokes and references aside, I was being serious. The reason why I haven't made a video of this format before explaining what I'm about to say is because I don't want to become responsible for pissing off a particular group of people. There's a reason why this video took so long to script, but at the end of the day, I eventually have to rip off the band-aid myself. Alright, I'm guilty! I'm neglecting practically my whole audience! Oh, also I'm autistic. Well, you don't... Now, before you start making claims about me, let me explain a little. ASD, short for Autism Spectrum Disorder, is a neurodevelopmental disorder that affects how people react to stimuli, whether it be touch, sound, and social situations. It's usually genetic, and it lasts for someone's whole life. Yeah, of course. What do I look like, a flat earther? Wait. That doesn't mean you're autistic, you know. You can't just self-diagnose. I've been diagnosed for over a decade. What if you were misdiagnosed? Boys are more likely to be diagnosed than girls like you know. Okay, first of all, I'm non-binary. Yeah, girl. Second, the reason why it might seem that way is because the DSM-5 is known for mostly prioritizing the experiences of white boys. It's not my fault that the system isn't fair. Anyway, I didn't just decide to make this video just to talk about politics, did I? Let me talk a bit about my life just because! One of the many different symptoms I experience is sensory issues, mainly with sound and texture. If an area is too loud, or if a food feels gross in my mouth, I will avoid it as soon as I can, otherwise Okay, we'll get into that later. I also find it hard to communicate in the normal and typical way. Combine my terrible social skills with my never-ending anxiety, and congratulations! You got yourself someone who's the target of tons of bullying. When I was in elementary school, in fact, I was bullied a ton for seemingly no reason. My so-called friends would often tell me things like, "Hey, I think that boy likes you. You should hug him." And then I would listen to them, only to be laughed at some more. You know the worst part? I wasn't even aware of it. But Artsy, we all have experiences being taken advantage of. What's so special about you? That was all in the past, after all. Objection! It wasn't just elementary school. It also happened in middle school, and it's still happening to this very day. Only this time, I'm aware of it all. You can't just say, "Get over it, the end," and expect it to be resolved. That isn't how the world works! Anyway, where was I? Oh, right! Nightmare fuel! If you couldn't already tell, I am obsessed with animation. Anything cartoony and fantastical is bound to make me spin around and talk on end about it and dance my cares away. However, my special interests seem childish and weird to most people. Some even comment that you're not supposed to dedicate so much of your time to embracing it, especially old people, apparently. They claim that simply being genuinely happy and excited about something is a sin? No, I am not joking. That's actually what some people believe. But here's the thing. A special interest isn't just an obsession with a particular thing. I, myself, love drawing, and I sometimes use drawing as a tool to vent my frustration and stress. This, in turn, relieves pressure in my head, and it allows me to regulate my emotions in a healthy way. It doesn't have to be a drawing, by the way. I just want to give a personal example. However, if I get stressed out and can't easily have access to anything to calm me down, I could shut down internally and pain just keeps on building. This is called a meltdown, and it is absolute hell on earth. Eventually, the pain gets to a point where it's impossible to bottle up, and when that happens, I completely lose control over my emotions, and I don't want to get too deep into it. I'm sorry if this isn't the long video you guys wanted. Sometimes things are not just for entertainment. or humor. The reason this video took so long to write and record and animate is because I don't want to be hurt for what I had to say or who I am. Neurodivergent people don't actually get treated well in the typical world. But now, I'm ready to potentially be seen differently by others. And with that, I'm done with this commentary. Are there any questions? Yes, Jonathan. Wait, this is a long video you were lurking on? Why didn't you tell us?